Hey guys, Richard James here. Finally got back from my trip overseas for work yesterday, just in time to enjoy one day off of the bank holiday here before I go back to work tomorrow. So I thought I'd use the time to bring you another video, do a bit of an update on what you're looking at now, which is the Lightning node. If you remember, the last video I did was showing you how to build your own DIY Bitcoin full node and Lightning Network node. Okay, so before we get on to that, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching. Big thank you to all of you that have recently subscribed, and obviously do remember that if you like this video, you want to see more of the stuff I do, then subscribe to my channel, click the notifications button so you're then informed of when all my latest videos come out, and please if you could possibly give my videos a like, that would absolutely be brilliant. Helps me out, helps my channel out, and just helps everything sort of me keeping motivated and keep doing this, knowing that you guys are enjoying the videos that I'm making for you. Okay, so before we delve into this about the Lightning node, I am going to just do a quick update on the lottery software that I was talking about in my last video. I had a lot of you guys sending me PMs, questions. Although most of the PMs and questions were actually things that I described in the video itself. I answered the questions, but also I thought I'd just do another quick video as we've the draw just gone past is the start of my next 4 weeks using the software and seeing how it is progressing. Okay, so let's move over to check that out. Okay guys, here we are in my lottery account, and obviously I've taken you to the messages. This is where we get notified of any winnings, and so as you can see, on the 4th of the 5th 2019 I won a prize of £15, which is really cool, because also remember, we're only playing 7 lines using the lottery software to sort out how sort out our numbers, whether you use your own numbers and run them through the software or allow the software to generate numbers for you. I'm actually only using 7 lines, so it's only 1 full ticket, and as you remember, if you what I'll do at the end of this video, I'll put a link in there back to my previous videos, because in that video I explained the software and stuff like that for you guys that haven't seen it yet. I'll put a link at the end of the video so you can just click on that, go and watch my previous video, and that will actually explain how the software works. Obviously as well, with the software you do get a manual. So, but anyway, so let's get into this ticket. Okay, so this is the ticket. As you can see, they're my numbers, which I have no problem with you guys seeing. Okay, so this is the way the software works, which obviously, like I say, in my previous video you will get a more in-depth description, but basically the way it works is that you pick your numbers, so you pick 8 numbers or whatever. I picked 10, which originally the software produced 17 lines for me, which I used for the first 4 weeks. But then what I realized was in that 4 weeks, virtually all my winning lines were coming in the top 7 lines. So why am I wasting my money on them other 10 lines? So what I did was, as a bit of an experiment, I just went, right, all I'll do is do 7 lines, and in the following month I only won twice over that 4 weeks, but I won £20 the first week, and I won £5 the fourth week. Didn't get anything on the second or third, but as I'm only paying £28 a month for my tickets, winning £25 back, that means I'm only out of pocket by £3. And also, obviously, in that time, I still had the chance to win the jackpot, which is what we're going for. But the software, the way it works is that, as the guy says, if you read the manual, is that he can't guarantee you'll win the jackpot. Basically, no one can. But what he can guarantee is that you'll win small prizes regular. Therefore, obviously, keeping your motivation and helping out with how much you're paying. Week after week. So that's kind of his theory behind it, and as well, like I say, but still giving you the chance to win the big one. Okay, so as you can see here, I got £5 here because I got the bonus ball, and I got a single number. But then here, I didn't get the bonus ball, but I got 3 numbers of what I picked. 3 of my numbers came up. So in total, so basically that's the other cool thing as well that I explained in the previous video, is that the way the software sorts out your numbers and generates your lines is you have a chance to win multiple times on one ticket. The ticket I explained where I won £20 the first week of the second month I was using this, I actually won £10 on 2 different lines because of the way the software works and generates your lines. So as you can see, it is still working. I'm still bringing it, making money in a sense, basically, and obviously looking forward to the day that I might be able to retire. Okay, so basically that's all I wanted to do, was just give you an update on how that first week went of the now the 3rd month of using this, and obviously, as always, I'll put all the links to anything I talk about in this video in the description. Go and check out the software, read the write-up, see what you think. Obviously, if you feel it's something for you, go and get it. If not, then maybe something else I do will catch your eye. Okay, so that's basically all I wanted to show you, and now we'll move on to the main reason I'm doing this video. Okay, so as with the other video that I was just talking about, I will put a link at the end of this video. So if you're interested on building yourself a DIY full Bitcoin node and Lightning Network node, I'll put the link to my video. You can go and check it out. Admittedly, in some places the quality is not great, but it gives you everything you need to know. And but also as well, basically I will put the link into this site. This basically gives you a full rundown of everything that you need to be doing, and step by step. But the main reason I will give you this site and make sure you bookmark it is that every now and again they will give you a new version of the software that the node runs on. It's very simple. Also as well, like I say, if you go and check out the building of the node, it shows you how to create the get the image, obviously from the download, but then put the image onto a SD card, build that image so that, and then obviously so that's ready to put into your Raspberry Pi Lightning node, and then you can get that up and running. I actually have just updated to the version 1.2. I was running 1.1 earlier. Dead easy to update it, because basically you have a hard disk attached to it. All the important information is saved onto the hard disk. So when you get a new image, all you do is you take out the SD card, put that into your laptop via however means you have, so using a memory card reader or something like that. Then get the image creation software, run it through that. It will then, and all it does is overwrite the original image, and then basically you just stick that back in your Raspberry Pi, start it up, and then obviously you have to go through a step-by-step process. It'll ask you to put in a new admin password. When you watch the video on how to build it, originally it'll ask you for 4 passwords, A, B, C, and D passwords. But when you create a new image or put a new image in, it will ask you to create a new A password, admin password. But the other 3 passwords just stay the same. Okay, so basically, like I say, I'll put this step-by-step thing link for you, so you can come and check it out. And also, like I say, I'll put a link to the video so you can actually see me building it, going through the process. It does take, depending on how fast your internet connection is, it can take some time in which to get it all up and running. At the time, I had a terribly slow internet connection. I've now actually upgraded my internet connection, which is a lot faster. But it actually took me about a week to get it sorted, because my internet connection was so slow. Because obviously you have to download the entire blockchain, as well as the Lightning Network, onto the hard disk. This, by the way, this picture here is just an example. This is not mine. This is basically what it does look like, pretty much. So don't. If anyone wants to connect to my Lightning node, I will put my public key on there in the description, so you can connect to me. This is obviously this is someone else's public key, so don't connect to that. But I will put my public key on there if you want to connect to me. Also, I'll just show you a few other things that you can do that will help you when you first get up and running. So we'll go and do. Okay, so basically, I showed you this before, and basically this is a piece of software that you use to just I use. It's very easy. You simply put in the IP address of your Raspberry Pi, and that will help you log in. And then once you're in there, you can sort of change some stuff around, and that's what I'm going to show you now. Okay, so when you log in, this is basically what you see, and you'll just simply type in admin, and then when you first start up, the default password is Rasp Pi Blitz. That is the default password. That you'll see that on the screen. Obviously, it's easier if you make the Raspberry Pi with the LCD screen. The LCD screen with a nice little plastic case is very, very cheap. It's about, I don't know, £12. What's that like? I mean, like $15 or something like that, and you can give yourself a nice LCD screen so you can see all the information on there, like that I just showed you on the picture. So anyway, we'll log in. Okay, so this is us logging in. Okay, so here we are, we're logged in. So when you come in here, you will have lots of different options. But what I would suggest is you go in here, activate and deactivate services. You press enter to activate any of these options. You use the space bar. So basically, you can. One of the options is the autopilot channel. What that does is when you've got some money loaded onto your Raspberry Pi, it will automatically hook you up with the channels it feels is the best to help you with sort of accruing revenue as well as sending payments. As you can see, I've unticked that because at the moment I've decided to sort of look up and look out for my own channels, but it is something I might do in the future just to see what it gives me. The other one that I definitely say you should activate is the RTL website interface, and I'm going to show you how that works in just a second. The other one, which is people do recommend, is the Lightning Node Wallet Auto Unlock. The reason why they say this is a good one to activate is basically that unless you have a static IP address, your IP changes a lot, and if say you're away or you're asleep and the IP changes on your line, that means that your Raspberry Pi cannot. It basically will just when it will just, your wallet will be locked, and then it can't unlock itself. Again, I've not ticked it. The reason for this is that I've been running mine for quite some time, and I've never actually noticed it end up locked unless I've actually shut it down, and then once I've shut it down, I've then had to put in my password to unlock the wallet. But so far, I've never actually come home or woke up and found that the node was not working because the wallet was locked. And it does regularly sync, so sometimes it will sort of go from the main status screen and then sync and then log back into, then bring the status screen back up. And even when it's done that, it's never ended up to the point where it's been locked because I haven't activated the auto unlock. So at the moment I'm just sort of leaving that. But like I say, the RTL interface, scroll down, press spacebar, and then that will be activated. Okay, so other things really down here are like backing up your torrent seed, stuff like that. But those three I've just pointed out, the autopilot, the RTL webs, they are ones to consider. But definitely do, if you're not a technically minded person, use the RTL web interface setting, and like I say, I'll show you how that works. Okay, so that, and then this is just back, and then if you ever want to turn off your Raspberry Pi, it is better to come down here and use the power off Raspberry Pi rather than just turning it off at the mains. Obviously, by turning it off at the mains, there is a possibility you could corrupt the information on your SD card. Okay, so I'm just quickly looking through here because I have, like I say, I've updated this, and I've just wanted to see if there's anything on here I haven't already seen. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll come out of there now. So if we just scroll down here and press that, and then you can just X out of it. Okay. And then we'll bring this back up. Okay, and then what we'll do is, this is the RTL web interface. It is a beta version, as it says here, it is a beta version, so obviously if you're using this, just be aware, you know, it's not 100%. And also as well, the same with the Lightning Network itself, it is still very much experimental. So when you're loading funds onto your node to create channels, don't go crazy. You know, just put something like, you know, $20-30 in there. Don't go and put a huge amount, just in case something happens. The last thing you want is to end up losing that money. Okay, so let's log in. Okay, so here we are in the RTL web interface. So basically this makes things a lot easier. Also, obviously, if anybody does want to connect to me, this is my public address up here. I will put this into the description if anybody wants to connect to me, and then obviously we can build this network between us all. So anyway, so basically what you have here is very simple. So obviously that's your wallet balance. As you can see here, I'm connected to 4 peers. That is the balance that is in use on my channel. I do have 2 active channels currently, which I sort out myself, rather than, like I say, allowing the auto channel setup in that is available in the Raspberry Pi. But like I say, it is something I might look at in the future, just to build up some more channels and get some obviously more a bigger presence on the network. So basically, if you once you're in here, all you got to do is you come into your wallet. The main reason I've actually not done this video until now is I actually did try to load the Raspberry Pi via CoinPot using the money I'd saved up, but for some weird reason I withdrew 500,000 from CoinPot and it did not arrive. So don't use your CoinPot wallets for this purpose. What I did was, because I've also, as I spoke about in some of my other videos in the past, I also have a mobile wallet, which I basically just have, I use in the event of needing to do something like this and transfer money from that wallet. Basically, I use a wallet that can be found on Google Play. I assume it can be found on iTunes, called Coinomi. I found the wallet to be very good. It is a multi-coin wallet. They have hundreds of coins on there. And basically, all you'll do is you'd come in here, you'd pick the NP2WKH setting, and then you go generate address, and then you use the scanner in your mobile wallet to scan that. And then basically send via your wallet straight to here. Using the Coinomi wallet, within a couple of minutes I already had it showing in the transactions. Obviously it hadn't been confirmed, but it was showing in a very short period of time, and then obviously it was confirmed, and now is in my wallet for my use. That's obviously my remote channel capacity, as you can see, and I also have 1 channel pending. If we can go into here, you can see my channels. I have lightningcasino.com, and I also have Neutron Pay, which are basically, lightningcasino.com can be found on mainnet, which is a website that lists all Lightning nodes, or businesses, like stores and all stuff like that, and you can pick it by category and whatever you're looking for. And but what I was trying to find is that you get a lot of, especially through Main Wallet, you get a lot of channels that require you to deposit money into, like, say for instance, there's one called Lightning Roulette, or Lightning. Yeah, I think it's Lightning Roulette. And you can't create a channel with them unless you actually deposit money into, sort of create an account and then deposit money into it. So whereas what I'm looking for is channels that I can just create a connection with without having to, just the usual channel process. So what you'd do is you'd go into your the process is you'd go into your alias list. Actually, let me start again. So firstly, what you have to do is you'd go onto mainnet or wherever you decide to get your public keys from. You find a business or something that you're interested in. You get their public key, and then you add it here, and then they become a peer. Once you have added a peer, you can then go into your channels and into management. Then you go into your alias, you click one of these, say BitTonic, then you add the amount of satoshis that you need to pay for that channel, which if I put in just one, you'll see go open, and it will come up with an error saying that the minimum channel size is 20,000 satoshis. What that is actually, yeah. So basically, and that's what you need to sorry, I was thinking of something else then. So that's what you need to use to open up a channel, and then once you've opened up your channel, you can go into here, into the edit, and you can set your fees. Your base fee is usually what you open your channel with. So if you open your channel with, like I've opened it up with 20,000, but then if I go into the Lightning, in fact, let me just show you. Hang on. Okay, so this is Lightning block. So this is, I think this is very similar to sort of like the blockchain. So you can come and look up other people's nodes and channels and stuff like that by simply typing in their URI or their public key. So what you'd do is you'd take my public key, you'd paste it in there, and then you can look at the information. You can see who I'm connected to. Just click on there, and obviously if you want it, that's my QR code. You can scan that and you can connect straight to me, or you can copy that if you come and find me on here, and then what I've used this for is, so for instance, we can lightningcasino.com. If it's something you want to connect to, you can come on here. You've got the public key from mainnet. You click on here, and then what you can do is you can look down and see all the people they're connected to and what fee rate they're charging. Because the last thing you want to do is be charging over the odds, because then your node is simply not going to get used for funneling payments. And that's obviously what we're trying to do, is we're trying to make money using the Lightning node. Obviously, a lot of people have said at the moment the node, the network is far too small to really make any money. But the thing is, you get yourself situated now. Then once the network does build, as it looks like it's going to, because big companies are already hooking up to this. Amazon. You can pay for goods from them through the Lightning node. You've got a lot of sorry, brain gone. A lot of other. Let me just say, there's quite a few other companies that have signed up to this to use Lightning node and take Bitcoin as payments. So this is something that, although it is, like I say, still very much in the beta stage with the Lightning network, or the early stages, is that it does look like it's something that people are very interested in, companies are very interested in using. So if you get yourself in early, build yourself up your channels, get connected, get as much presence as you can. Then obviously when that network then does start being used, or as an everyday thing, you're going to be well situated to be making money. You've got to, with these things, it's like sort of buying, well, it's not even just crypto. I mean, obviously there's a lot of you guys out there which will mine crypto simply for the idea to get that quick return, make a quick cash back. That's great. That is brilliant. But at the end of the day, it's sort of a bit like stocks and shares. The longer you hang on to your stock, as long as that stock is seen as being good and is going up, you're going to be making more and more money. And then obviously with the Lightning node, if that does come in, we could be using Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as an everyday thing very soon. So like I say, it is something worth getting into. So anyway, we'll come out of that. Again, I'll put the link to the site we've just been on. I'll put that link into the description, so you can use that as a good resource for checking fees and things like that. Okay, so I mean, what I've just shown you there is pretty much the basics of what you need to know to get started. Obviously, the more you want to know, a lot of the times things I've not been quite sure of, I've just simply Googled it. Like if you get an error message pop up, there is this one that regularly pops up and it says that you don't have enough witnesses. What that basically means is that you have not got any money in their site. So like I say, there's a lot of sites that you have to deposit money into, like create an account and deposit money into it before you can create a channel. If you get something pop up that says there's not enough witnesses, that's basically what it means. And you'll come across various errors, whatever they are. I just say copy the error, paste it into Google, and you'll see usually someone has come across it and it will give you an explanation of what that error means, and then obviously you can work with it or work around it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave it there. We're at about 33 minutes. I don't want to go on any more about it. Obviously I will keep you up to date with what is going on, and obviously if I start making money, any channels I'm using, things like that, and then you guys can see how it works. If it's something for you, again, go and check it out. I'll also put a link in the description that will take you through to Amazon, that will give you like a Raspberry Pi starter kit. You can go and just get everything you need all in one, and then you're off and running. Obviously, at the end of the day as well, I will put in the link to the website, which gives you this one that gives you the rundown of everything you need as well. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope it's not gone on too long. I hope you found it interesting, and you have a great week, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks again for all of you that have subscribed, and thank you very much for watching the video. On a final note, if you've got all the way to the end here, don't forget I am running a competition to win some very nice replica physical metal bitcoins. Go and check that video out. All you need to do to enter the competition is subscribe to my channel and put a post on the video and give it a like, and then basically everyone that is posted on that video I'll put into a draw. I have two replica, like I say, proper hold them in your hands bitcoins, and two people will win, and you'll be getting, each of you will be getting one of those in the post. That draw will be happening this coming weekend, so get your posts onto that competition video. Like I say, just simply subscribe, leave a post, like the video, and then you'll be in the draw. Okay, so take care. Speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.